What's up, Tomberry Disciple, back again. I got a little bit of more light in the room, trying to work on some more preferences and I'm trying to get it all worked out. But we are back with Final Fantasy 1, and I gotta say it's been pretty good so far. We have the Earth Crystal. We just got done at the Cavern of Earth. And now we are going to make our way to the Cavern of Fire and try to get the Fire Crystal. Hopefully, we won't have any problems in doing so. Sorry. Oh yeah, that's the wrong way. The main objective really is to try to get back to the town over here. Maybe do a little quick restoration if you want, feel like you need it. I think our guys are up to par. But then we're going to get in the ship and go west. And from there, we are going to find another town that's close to the fire cavern or volcano. We are also going to try to obtain the canoe. Gonna try to get a lot of stuff today. 2 level 29, 2 level 28. Like I said, you want to get in your ship and kind of go south, but make your way, definitely not that way, make your way south, then go west. And eventually, the farther west you go, you will eventually see a coastline with a port, just like that. Just like it. And from here you want to travel south and go around. You will see. Minotaur and Troll. Camera for my PS4 came in today, so as soon as we get worked up in the titles, we will have PS4 streaming. I have one test video up on Top Zero. Nothing too crazy, nothing particular, no story, just literally a test. So if you saw it and were just curious, that's what it is. Just a test. Now, when you get to Crescent Lake, there's quite a few things that you could do. Of course, ours is God. Fuck. Look, what? I don't know if it's worth it. I'm just gonna sleep outside. Nah, it's worth it. Screw it. After you stay at another highway robbery inn, 200 gil this time, go ahead and look around for some items you may need, and we'll hit that place up next. But items like these, it's not gonna help us at all. Get the sufficient armor. Check out the weaponry. Usually not really an axe god, but oh well. It'll get replaced very soon. Seems helpful. Oh yeah. Oh no. Seems nobody can learn that. When you've got everything that you think you need, make your way up to the rot over here, or go east, northeast. Or they really make you walk around. And you will find these guys over here in the corner. And they all have a little story to say. If you don't want to hear it, we're about to read them all off. This is really the only guy you gotta talk to right now. But, let's get it done. I am Lucan. I see a crystal of wrath, a dim light, guided by destiny. That about which our entire future revolves. 12 sages are we, guided to this land by the stars and prophecy. 4 great crystals exist in this world. The light that once shone within them is now lost. The 4 fiends of chaos block the power of those crystals in claiming it for their own. Fire, earth, water, and wind, Avatar. These are the 4 forces compose our world. The source of the 4 forces are the altars scattered throughout the world. Defeat the fiends that have taken root there and lift the crystal and carry it to the altar. Sorry about that. The crystal should regain its brilliance. The 4 fiends to rule the world past both the past and present. The fiend of wind appeared in 100 years and followed 200 years later by the fiend of water. Together they lay waste to the civilization in the north. The fiend of earth rots the land. No, it's simple. Where the fiend of fire passes, all cast into flame. When all 4 crystals shine once more, return here. All will be revealed. Bring the light of the 4 crystals to us. Warriors of light, only you can do this. The volcano Mount Glug rises to the west of this town, our destination. The fiend of fire long slept within its passages, but she has awoken 200 years before her time. Vanquish her before the world is consumed in flame. And here's the guy. Well done, warriors of light. You've defeated the fiend of earth, restored the crystal of light. Sadly, this has drawn notice to the fiend of fire, who who was not to have stirred for another 200 years. Take this canoe and go face the fire fiend at Mount Glug. Obtain the canoe. After that, you can pretty much leave this place. There's nothing left here for you to do. Except for maybe get a little save on. And once that is out of the way, time to go to Mount Glug. Mount Glug. Just get in your canoe and go. And literally it's just like the ship, you just jump on in the thing and it'll take you there. Well, you steer of course, but still think this game needs a remake. This literal game, just like 3D graphics, come on. And Mount Glug. Once you're here, it's a long haul, let me tell you. And worst of all, I just realized we didn't stock up on items. Best not risk it. Thank God we're not too far away. And don't be intimidated by any of the creatures around here. Just think of this as grinding discussion. In this grinding discussion, we can talk about more of what's to come and what maybe everybody else would like to see other than just a remake of this. Maybe another better, well put together version of Crystal Chronicles like the GameCube version. I'd like to see that again. I never heard a whole lot of good feedback from it, but I remember playing it when I was younger and I liked it a lot. It's similar to this game in some ways, especially when it comes to the character customization a little bit, though that is a lot better than this, obviously. I mean, you don't have much here, and you're traveling solo and not with a party, but I mean, come on, it wasn't bad. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. It's almost as bad as backtracking. Buy some high potions this time. 20 should be okay. Ether. Buy as many as possible, so we don't have to worry about anything. Also, Phoenix down. Swing another save. You know what? I'll wait and do another one when we get to the volcano this time. Nyochu. That's a new enemy. And they poison. Well, Ton and Barry always getting poisoned. D and Sop will take heavy hits. Ton and Barry take status elements. Just keep in mind before you go in here, this place isn't quite as big as the Earth Cavern was. Those safety saves on, cause though it's not as big and it's not too difficult, repeating things you've already done can be so aggravating. Alright, first off, when you get inside here, you could walk around, but there's nothing there. The best thing you want to do, you can't avoid walking in this lava, is just go straight from the top and go right into it. A Sphinx, another new enemy. Okay, once you're here, this is, hands down in my opinion, the hardest room to navigate yourself through. You could jump right on through it, but there's quite a bit of really good items in here that you want to try to get and obtain. And it's just really easy to get turned around and lost in here, because again, just like last time in the last cavern, it's a room where a lot of things look the same, a lot of closed corners, very mazy. Fire elemental. Mithril helm, I think we've already have one. Yep. Hill Gigas, we love seeing these guys, don't we? $1,520 gil. Powerlisk. You'd think basilisk with the name, maybe a four-legged creature, but it's a flying creature, so weird. Cool. Power Pulse. Ink Egg. I'm not really sure what to think about these guys other than the fact that I'm glad they're not real. Could you only imagine walking outside and seeing this guy at your car? Suck. Suck real bad. Needless to say, you wouldn't be taking your car to work that day. Don't have to be so easy on our magic this time around with ether at our disposal. $4,150 gil. Ambushed. Not today, even with your cruel, poor tactics. We will destroy you all and take your gil. 1,167 of it. We're almost halfway through this room. This is the best part of it right here either way. The room full of loot. I believe there might be an item in here maybe for the warrior. Mithril gloves. I think we already have that. Mithril helm. Already have that. Yep. High potion. Tent. 1,975 gil. Lava worm. $1,455 gil, 1,520 gil, and an antidote. Now around the bend, after the fire hydra, 1,760 gil, a mithril shield, which we already have, Phoenix down, and a mithril axe, which again, I believe we already have. Those elves would be proud. You ever wondered what these monsters are doing with gil anyway? I know you have to get it in the drop of the game, but I've always wondered what the explanation behind that was, behind the closed doors, other than what we see as the game players. You kill a shitload of monsters, or demons, or dragons, and etc., and you still get gil like you would off killing just anyone. Just a weird thought. The thought for the night. Horned Devil, another new enemy. I've been neglecting the health here, looking down. Whew. Nobody attacks D. The one who could fix this whole situation. They just leave her alone. 795 gil. I'm getting some good experience in here. 750 gil. Everybody level 31 somehow. Not gonna complain. One more time won't hurt. And I would say we are good enough to keep going for a while. Okay. Now, a lot of this was optional. You don't have to get these items. It was just more experience, more loot. Maybe it helped you out if you didn't buy some of that stuff already, like we did. We as in the team here. Last item right here. Last item. As soon as we get there. Oh, we made it. Right to another fire elemental. And we got a great sword, which is a really old pickup on swords, and I think is really terrible compared to what we have. Yes. Okay, now your objective is to work your way south. May have to do a little backtracking. I think we're on the right path though. Oh no, gotta backtrack. These guys. Whew. So I have a lot of thought on my mind today on wondering what the new episode Prompto is going to be. I know we still have basically 2 months to go, but I'm just really curious. Are you going to be running around with like some of the machinery he was able to use in battles in the game, or will you be running around pistol only? I know we saw the pistol in the trailer. It looks like he's crying. Something really emotional happening there. Really curious on what that's about. What I would love it to be is, instead of like Gladiolus happening during the game, I know Prompto was gone for a little while and everybody might have been wondering, you know, what he was doing when he was with Arden and all that other stuff, and that would be cool. And I know he wasn't just with Arden, you know, he was chunked off the train, all of that. Sorry if you haven't played it, spoiler. I won't go too far much into that, but I'm starting to think that it would be really cool to see him actually, after the events of the game, like what did he do? I mean, we can all, you know, he didn't die. Come on, surely. And I don't know. It would just be cool. Maybe beforehand, maybe back at the city where it touched on a little bit in the game. Who knows? It looked really snowy though. That's something we didn't see very much of in the game. An area in the snow. You can choose to come in here. I'm gonna check real quick, but I actually don't think there's anything in here that we haven't already got. It's just a quick precautionary check. We can always use the extra experience after we get a little healing done, of course. while we're still plentiful and we don't want to run out, let's go ahead and use one of these ether. $51. Awesome. Down to 50. Nope, nothing. There you go. Ending curiosity for everybody. Especially mine. Horned Devils, that is the perfect name for these guys. They are Horned Devils. And let's make our way to floor 3. And floor 3 is, sorry, checking my phone. Text message a second ago. Isn't too bad to maneuver through, actually. The thing about floor 3 is you can't get yourself confused. Like, don't go that way, for instance. That's just a dead end. No items here on floor 3. So there's not a whole lot of a reason to go through and try to loot. Unless you just really want to. If floor 2 or B2 didn't do that for you. When you get here, you just kind of want to make your way around here. Literally just go diagonal to your southeast. There's your destination. Keep an eye on your health too. You are walking through lava. Let's see. And now we progress on. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure the goal you want to do is try to keep working south here. Then, no, this is actually the dead end. Your goal is to go that way. Go to your west and work to another door to your southwest there. Just watch your health. You can end up walking all the way around here. I would suggest not. Follow the path I just took. Because there's a whole nother region around a little loop that you can go. And it has nothing there. Except for draining your health even further than it already has. Items. Gold needle. Just what we want. Somebody to stone us. Somebody to come stone us, bruh. Use it while you can. Things from here get a little bit more straightforward, a lot less mazy. Just make sure you don't go through and backtrack your way through something you've already done. Red Dragon. It's like something you'd see on a trading card game. Whoa, did you see that? That fire breath does not play around. Antidote. Frame skip. 7,340 gil. Another lava worm. Flame shield. Ice brand. 880 gil. And all of these are great items to have for Ton here. Also great items to have while we're in here. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Already hit that room up. Go south. The destination you're going for is on the southeast here, on this level. Now I'm just trying to wrap the video up, so I'm not going to go after this other item here. But there's another item right outside of this room to your north and also to your east. But we don't need it. So we're going to skip over this one. Fire Gigas. That's new. More level up. The deeper we go, the more fire-like elemental style creatures start showing up. And I'm not just talking about the fire elementals. Obviously. Weak old staff. What are we gonna do with that? And here is your door. Now, there's quite a few different paths you can take when you get here to room 5, level 5, base floor 5. Each room you go into that separates the thing has an item that'd be basically helpful, but your main goal is to our main goal, if you will, is to the fire crystal, which we are here in the middle, and it's here on our southwest. But first we're gonna go around just a little bit. I'm gonna take advantage of some of Dee's magic. We just want to have every advantage while we fight this guy. Or it's actually a female. I can't remember her name. We'll find out soon enough. The Red Dragon, these guys. Taking off nearly 150 health of everybody at once. The Flame Mill, that was something very useful. See that difference? And it's infused with a power fire. Get you some more healing done, because that bastard dragon had to go and take off a bunch of our health. Small healer here. Try to work our way over to the door of the boss beforehand. And again, you can go all the way around this place if that's really what you want to do. I believe there's more items all the way around. I'll check real quick. No. That may be the only item, actually. It's the only one important I know of. But you can keep going if you want. We are here for the crystal. That's our main objective. We've got most of everything else out of the way. So, let's go for the main goal. The main course. The whole reason we're here. It's right through this door. See there? But, before you go jumping through all the hoops, make sure everybody is completely healed, because this guy, or this chick again, this woman, she is not as big of a pushover as the Lich was. She packs a punch. And I mean a real punch. She's very strong. Very strong. I just really want to put some emphasis on that, so you know I'm not playing around. Save, because you don't want to have to go through this place again. Alright, once you got all that done, take you a deep breath, take you a drink of coffee. Now let's go. Again with the anticlimactic beforehand rando battle, fucking up our perfect health before we go in. Never fails. All bastards out of the way, let's go. So you're the ones who defeated the Fiend of Earth and aroused Merilith from her slumber. Dreams kid. The power of the burning flame is mine and mine alone. Those who would oppose me shall burn in hellfire. Maybe she knows Ifrit. Ifrit. Let's go. Take her out. Be very strategic when you're going about this. She's got some good moves. And again, she is not a pushover like the Lich. Merilith is the real deal. She does have a really awesome design too. It really kind of reminds me of the monster. If you watched Brotherhood, there's a demon that would reappear at times in the memories of Nacht, and it was actually a foe of his past that actually cursed, not really I would say cursed, but more or less almost basically gave him PTSD throughout the whole Brotherhood scenario, and it was a monster that actually attacked him when he was a child, and when he got older still kind of haunted him when a fight would arouse. Raz. Can't talk. Doesn't look like I have anything that can heal darkness. Once again, we have been put in a time where we can't protect ourselves from a random scenario. But it's okay. Good thing we have all those ethers, and it wasn't a bad idea for us to actually go through and save all of those, all of the magic for Sapple here. Ooh. Yeah! 618 experience, 300 gil, or 3,000 gil actually. Woo! Woo! Yeah! Hellfire Chasm! We did it. 2 crystals down. 2 to go. And again, just like the Earth Chasm, Earth Shrine, Earth Place, you might be just like me and you do not want to backtrack all the way through that. There's no more items, just a bunch of lava and a bunch of random encounters. And if you feel the same way as me, take the portal. Racha. And it takes you right back to the beginning where we started off. And from there, we're gonna swing a save. Look at those 2 crystals just all illuminated. And with these saves come the end of this episode, I guess you could call it, of the playthrough of Final Fantasy 1. Next time when we come back, we're gonna do a little bit more backtracking. Go talk to those Shrine guys again. And after that, after what the sages tell us to do next, I guess you could say, we will continue our journey to cast out the veil of darkness on the land. This is Tonberry Disciple. New videos pop up here every single night. Playing Final Fantasy 1 right now. 2 will be along the way once we finish this journey and cast out that veil of darkness. Keep subscribing on the page here on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. Tonberry Disciple out, everyone.